Is it working? Is it working?
It's working.
Oh, seriously?
Fuck. Ah. I gotta start the audio. Hold on. Are we recording? What the fuck's going on?
Oh my god, bro.
It's a fucking Christmas miracle. Oh, there we
We're
go.
live.
We're live on the audio too. It's a fucking
my
Christmas
God.
miracle. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So to everybody that doesn't know why we're celebrating, what time? It's fucking 6 o'clock. We started trying to do this at like 4:30. Oh my god.
Literally an hour and a half of trying to get this podcast to work because we're snowed
A
in.
journey.
Huh?
I said it's been a journey.
A journey is one way to put it. Yeah, something like that.
Bro, we could have been done with the podcast by now. Fuck.
Oh, literally, we would have been done. Yeah.
We're live. I would say like send me a link, but I'll just find it and I'll tweet it and stuff.
Okay. That
normally we would have already had that.
Yeah,
you know,
we don't even know what's happening right now. So there should be a link already. I might be able to. I don't know. I'll find it. It doesn't even. It's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But anyway,
just tweeting it and just gonna be done with it. Like I'm not gonna promote it too much or anything. Like just literally fuck it. What's up, everybody? It's the Snowcast, the snowstorm podcast. Yay, finally.
So as we already said earlier, when we thought we were streaming, we were not streaming. We have like a solid lot of inches of snow. How many inches of snow? A lot.
Like 8 to 12 with drifts almost 2 feet deep. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff.
Pretty cool.
Our house. Yeah. Been stuck in the house for like 2 weeks. Just about. Or I guess it's like a week.
Yeah, about a week. Because I went to work Saturday. I got to go to work. So
I went to work on Tuesday. And then we were like abundantly cautious, and the guys weren't working because there was ice on the ground. So we're like, let's just not work. And then haven't been to work this week. So I've been off work. I've worked like 2 days in the last 2 weeks. So the next paycheck is going to be so great.
Oh yeah. I'm not making any money. That's for sure. It's not happening. But
thank God Dogecoin hit $1 this week. So we're
yeah. Okay. Hey, that bad boy dropped, so.
It did. It went back up a cent today, and then it fell back down. But,
and you know the crazy thing is about
cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Like what he said. Listen to him. The crazy thing is about the snow that we have, really, is the amount of, like, one, if you've looked at the map, the entire United States, besides Florida and a little bit of California, is frozen, essentially. Yeah. And for most of the people, it doesn't really matter. But for people like us and then people in Texas, which is where people are really getting made fun of and stuff like that, it's wild because, like, people are making fun of them because, like, oh, they got a little bit of snow. But, like, as they've seen, they're not prepared for it. Not just, like, the people being cold, but, like, pipes are freezing and then busting and flooding apartments. Electric grids are going out completely, like, in all of this other crap. So, like, yeah, it's not good.
It's pretty crazy. Crazy. Very crazy. Anyway, I'm checking the live stream, making sure everything's all good.
Yeah, you're good. I'm watching for comments now. I changed over to where I can see it. But anyway, the other thing that brings into question, it doesn't bring into question, but every time we get politics, and it happens on every stream, but the politics we have now is that the weather is somehow perfectly related and has to do with Biden taking presidency. I don't know if you've seen those posts and comments about that.
That's got to be fake, right?
No, people really believe. Like, I know someone personally who made a post about the weather, just the weather, and someone commented and said, "That damn Biden," and then the person who made the post was like, "I know, right?" Like,
you know what? That makes me need to drink Stillhouse, America's finest black bourbon.
This man's diesel can.
A masterful blend of corn, rye, barley, and limestone water, barreled in charred New American oak, charcoal filtered, rested and mellowed in roasted small batch coffee beans, giving a uniquely complex balance and a smooth finish.
I mean,
Blended bourbon whiskey, mellowed in coffee beans, 40% alcohol by volume, produced and bottled by Stillhouse Spirits Co. in Columbia, Tennessee. Today's sponsor.
it does sound delicious. I'll give you that.
It's pretty good. Here's how good it is.
I can hear you chugging it.
Just chugged all of it.
My boy's gonna be drunk. This is a drunk podcast again. Drunk cast.
That was no bueno last time.
You're right. It was no bueno last time.
Should I tell the people? It's just water. I just filled it with water. It was a whole gag I was gonna do, but
no, they do not, Jared. So
what Jared say? You're gonna have to read the comments to me.
Okay, I got them pulled up. So Jared says everyone thinks the snow is fake. So I don't think that Biden's using the weather technology at the Oval Office just yet.
If it is, then fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, he's trying to kill the South for a reason.
I mean, can you blame him?
I mean, he's got people to get rid of, bro. This is just how it is.
You know what's funny to me is that people will look you dead in the eyes and say a couple things. One, climate change isn't real, and simultaneously will say, wow, I've never seen this before in my lifetime.
Oh, wow.
My favorite is well, it's snowing, so global warming is a myth. Yeah.
Fact-based.
That's
how it works.
If cold outside, how global warming? Riddle me that, lib shart.
I can't answer that, bro. That is sound logic to the point of no return. At this point, I really think I should go change my vote for Trump.
You should.
Can I do that?
It'll still count.
Oh, bro.
The election's not over, bro.
And then we can go up to the Capitol and, enforce that, right?
Exactly.
Can I say that online? I don't think I can.
Absolutely not.
I don't think I can.
Especially with your skin tone.
Yeah, but I think what does that help or do worse? You know what I'm saying? Because they see my skin tone, they're like, "Oh, he's got to be joking, right?"
I guess. I don't know. The FBI's gonna be knocking at your door later.
Oh, Jared's not kidding. He said that people really do think the snow is fake.
Well, Jared, you need to surround yourself with people who aren't fucking insane. So, now, I mean, hey, maybe that is what's going on. But if somebody's like actually believing that, they got problems, bro. Like, I can't help you.
Man, I don't even. And the thing is, like,
it'd be cool. It'd be cool if that is true. But
oh, we can control the weather. That's wild.
I'm sure they can control the weather to an extent.
I'm sure. I was going to say, I'm sure that they can help change it because we know the science behind weather. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We understand that precipitation is required and all these other things that equal into a certain weather phenomenon. But like, how well can we change it? How well can we control it?
Yeah, can Biden literally just say, "Hey, let's create a super Arctic storm"? And it's just dumb. That's a dumb thing. That's just
why? Besides, again, actually, that's one thing that's actually interesting. If we wanted to create a conspiracy theory right now, which I guess technically could already exist, but the whole thing with Texas being on an unregulated power grid that is different from the eastern and western power grids, essentially, is what it is. Mm-hmm. But it's unregulated because they don't want to be regulated as far as their energy resources go by the government, by the United States. Anyway, that could be it. Biden created a snowstorm to break all of their power grid to say, oh, you need to switch over to the regulated form so that you guys don't have this happen again in the future. That's it.
See, all of that would check out if Biden gave a shit about renewable energy. And I thought that he was mentally unstable. I thought he had dementia, but he knows how to create a fucking I mean, I'm sure, yeah, just get his people to do it, but like, come on,
Well,
man.
then, and then the
Stick
other
to a
thing,
narrative. Now he's a super genius that can control the weather.
the funny thing is that the snow is fake, which I guess is created by Biden. But there's also a thing that it's Biden's fault that everyone's electricity is going out because of the Green New Deal and renewable resources and everything else.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
because the day he was inaugurated, the Green New Deal went into effect.
immediately started,
Yep.
all of the power grids
It's
were
already built.
changed. Everything was changed completely that day. They sent people out. The whole military was sent out to fix all the. It's all changed. It's all different now.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I mean, you're absolutely correct. All our cars are electric. You just don't know it yet. They
Yeah.
don't want to keep you from buying gas, but your car's electric now.
Yeah, you're putting gas
They've
in,
already
but
done
it's
it
they're
while you were
only
asleep.
using that to just it just pours out of the bottom as you go, just slow drip. Don't worry about it.
Exactly. Then they come and scoop it back up. They do that at night.
The asphalt is like a giant sponge, and it just leaks into a certain spot, and they collect it all and resell it. The fucking government, bro.
You know what my favorite part about Biden being president is that I don't give a fuck about politics anymore.
No, now I can ignore it.
Thank God.
Now I can just be a little happier.
He's already just as shitty as we thought he was going to be. Like the other day, he went on national TV and he said, "No, I'm not canceling $50,000 of student debt." And we're like, "Thanks."
But you voted for me for it, didn't you?
Yeah,
You're welcome.
we did. But you know what, buddy? I didn't expect you to, but at least lie.
Yeah, at least make me
You're
feel
gonna
better,
try.
you know?
At least say, "Oh, we're gonna do it," and then go to your people and
Just-
be like, "Hey, we're not actually gonna do this. Let's pretend to fight about it and not pass it."
Yeah,
Like,
just
don't come into my face, bro. Like, come on.
yeah, just come straight out and like,
Yeah. He just said,
I
"No,
lied."
no, I'm not gonna cancel the student debt. I'm still working on my Biden. It's not
It's
very good."
fine. It's hard. I don't know about it.
What's
But-
the deal here?
Jared also has said that if you believe in the simulation theory, that it is possible that the snow is fake.
Yeah, but in that case, everything is fake.
And what's in sense makes it real. So it doesn't
Exactly.
matter. So it gets rid of the whole point.
When you get into the Matrix, like nothing is real anyway. We're just a consciousness tapping into an avatar for a very limited experience that seems like eternal to us. But then, yeah, everything's fake. Like this body's fake. Like there is no body.
I personally know that Jared loves the simulation theory, so if you have any more words on it, you're welcome to go on.
Who is Jared?
So Jared's
We know-
actually my associate at JCPenney.
Oh, what's up, Jared? I'm Chase. It's nice to make your acquaintance.
Yeah,
Oh no, I firmly believe that. Well, not necessarily. but,
firmly.
yeah. No, life is a simulation, one way or another. It depends on your definition, but I do think that we are spiritual beings experiencing what it is to be human, and if that's not in a way a simulation, then I don't know what is.
So I actually had a conversation about the other day about different forms of what's it called? Jesus, reincarnation.
Yeah.
So what is your well? If you had to take one guess on exactly how it worked, how would you choose?
Like what do I think
What do you
reincarnation?
think? Not what you would want.
I think reincarnation is like the Buddhist interpretation of it, of we keep coming back until we figure it out, and then we eventually reach enlightenment. Can't see my hands. We eventually open up all of our chakras and become the experience itself.
So just had a
I think
personal.
I think those are Hindu, but
I
I
don't
think it's all
remember.
over.
I just know there's a lot of different forms of reincarnation that are believed in, and then different possibilities as well. Like one we've talked about recently about, well, probably not recently, but with inhabiting every single person that's ever lived, essentially.
Ugh, it's terrifying. I don't
That's
want
too
that one
much.
to do.
That's a lot. There's a lot of really shitty lives out there.
I don't feel like it's like we would become an animal. I feel like we would become different humans until we finally like learned what it is to be
Yeah,
human.
yeah, because the animal thing is a little,
It's a little.
it's a little different. It's hard to believe in for a lot of reasons. But
I
there's
would almost feel like animals might reincarnate as other animals if animals have souls. I think animals that have the ability to love I think the ability to love is evidence of consciousness. So potentially some animals could.
See, and that's the weird thing. There's a lot of animals that have, like, if you had to decide where a soul went and where it stopped, you know what I mean, in certain species or whatever, how do you even, where do you draw the line? Because there's some animals that have such a high intelligence, crows, dolphins, octopods, things like that, that, and monkeys and chimps and apes and gorillas, all these things that have such a high intelligence rate and do love and even mate for life and things like that. Like, where do you end? Where
I don't
where
know.
do you stop? Do you have to have like actual very high intelligence like us? I mean, I don't know.
The crazy thing is, we might not ever know because
Uh,
there's a few possibilities. Maybe we die and it's lights out, and we never know.
which is terrifying.
Maybe maybe we reincarnate and forget that we ever had this conversation, and we don't know. Maybe we do reach the end eventually, and we get some sort of cathartic answer. Maybe we don't. We don't know.
Why?
We
I don't know
can't.
why there has to be a reason. You know what I mean?
It
I've
doesn't.
always been a firm believer in why does there have to? Because a lot of people like don't know what to do with their lives unless they have a meaning or a purpose or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't see why you have to have one. I mean, I get it. I get it. Like it's hard with existentialism and things like that. It's so difficult to exist in such a shitty world without thinking that there's some type of meaning. I do understand that, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like I don't know, man. Oh, I need to shut my closet. It's open.
You can't see it on the. I
There
don't
we
think
go.
I don't. Okay, you're good. You
Let's
do have
scoot
a
my camera back a little bit.
personal question. He has asked. Jared has asked if you believe in reincarnation.
I think I do. Yeah. I try to challenge my beliefs pretty constantly, um, and like break down why I believe something. I think I think I do somewhat believe in it, but I don't necessarily know if I want to. If that makes sense.
No, I
Like
understand.
the thought of reincarnation is scary, and thus I want to reject it. But I don't know, just being around other people that haven't figured out any kind of spiritual or religious anything makes me think, wow, they're missing this whole experience. And then I'm like, oh, well, maybe they're on one of their first journeys and eventually they're going to make their way there, you know. But it scares me to think that maybe I'm not all the way there yet. I'm going to have to come back and live again. That's scary.
I think that
Um,
there it would take a lot in order to reach the point to where you can stop. I don't know. And then,
exactly. And
but you
that's scary
also
to think about.
it's scary to think about, but at the same time, it's kind of comforting if you think about it, because
Yeah.
when you're thinking about reincarnation, if in the sense of forgetting everything, like you get to just start over. You don't have to worry about what you had in the past life. You have as they say, it comes with ignorance is bliss. So
Yeah.
like it's hard, but you don't know that you're having to go through that again. You don't know that you're having to put yourself through all this for a second time, which then brings up what's the point besides to just keep cycling over and over again so that there's not a second part.
I mean, I don't know, man. We can't know the divine truths.
It's true. We straight up can't.
That's
So
what you were talking about with the why does life have to have meaning? And I'm like, it doesn't. Like, the point is just what you do. Like, like experience things and have fun and enjoy the time.
yeah, I
You
mean that's
Is
that's
that not enough reason for you?
see that's to me. I'm solid with that. It doesn't bother me to think of anything else like it, and I don't know. It's to me, I'm just like enjoy your time. In reality, no matter what, we will never be able to know truly. And even if you're a full believer, and I'm happy for people that are full believers in a certain religion or whatever their afterlife is. We can't know for sure. Like it's all faith based, and the whole definition of faith is that we're placing our trust into something that may or may not be that trustworthy. I mean, that's like how it works. So, you know, that's what religion is based on, is having this faith for something that, the whole point is we don't know, and that's why it's so important for you to have faith towards it, because, that shows your your drive for it, that you still believe in it even though there are so many things that push it out of existence.
Exactly, and that's where
I
I'm
hate
just
this light.
like, that's where I'm just like, I don't know, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Because like, what if it is just lights out and that's it? Then cool, like that
To,
doesn't bother me. Why do we need to exist outside of this life? Why do we have like this need for an afterlife,
because
for an
it's
divine
because people want
experience?
to be important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to think that they're special, and I want everyone to be special. I want everyone to be happy. You know what I mean? And think that they're
Yeah.
special. But that's the thing. Everyone wants to be on this earth for a reason, and that's why like a lot of people think that could be one of the reasons why religion exists in the first place, is to give people that sense of calm, to realize that, hey, what you're doing is all right because that's what you're meant to be doing. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
in reality, you just, I think personally, this is my personal opinion, be a good person, enjoy your life. That's it. You know, do the things you want to do without being at the expense of others, and
I was about to say,
that's it.
make yourself happy without hurting other people.
Correct.
And,
That's all. That's, I mean,
make
that's
other
like,
people's lives better for knowing you.
that's it. I feel like that's, if you have no other thing besides that, I think that's plenty. That's enough. I don't see why it wouldn't be. You know,
I don't know. I mean, sounds plenty good to me.
I don't know
But
where we got this from out of snow, but this is what happened.
it's snowing, and Joe Biden created simulation theory. That's what.
Oh, that's what it was. Simulation theory is what got us into that. What are you looking at?
Oh, hold on.
Uh oh.
Give me just a second.
Uh oh. Okay. Chase is going to his window. I can tell it's his window. So let's see what's happening. Someone's throwing rocks at his window. It's a lover.
There's another goddamn fire truck here. What the fuck is going on?
I'm telling you, pipes are probably busting.
But yesterday there was a smoke alarm going off for like 40 minutes. And they finally showed up, and uh, all the firemen went in an apartment and came back out, and it was flooded outside, like in the grass between the buildings. Don't know what was going on there. Now there's a fire truck across the way. So like I'm in 1500,
Right?
1300 had a fire truck at it yesterday, and now 1600 right across from us has one. If I wasn't all hooked up here, I would take the camera over to the window, but never.
I'm gonna share. I'm gonna copy the link. I'm actually gonna share this podcast, even though we're, how long are we into this bad boy? 22 minutes, not too bad. But I'm gonna share this link real quick so you can come up with the next topic real quick.
Oof, that's a good one. Have you seen any good movies lately?
You know what I watched that was from 2013 last night that I was actually pretty good? Prisoners.
What?
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
So it's got Jake Gyllenhaal and Hugh Jackman in it.
Nice.
Basically, Hugh Jackman's kids are kidnapped, or one of his kids and his friend's kid, and then Jake Gyllenhaal is the police officer, whatever. And it's like a mind bender because you don't know who did it, and it's like a big family kidnap situation or whatever, and it's just it's out there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a good movie. Besides that, I feel like I haven't watched any. I did watch The Platform. I'll say that.
Don't know.
So The Platform is on Netflix, and I've been wanting to watch it for a long time because it looks good and the concept is cool. Because basically what it is there's a prison system, essentially.
Okay.
And it's a ton of floors. I can't tell you how many because it's part of the movie. A ton of floors, and there's a hole in each of the floor. And there's 2 prisoners per floor. And starting from level 0 to level 1, a big slab, essentially, covered in food, will start going down. You have allotted time for the food on each platform. And so the prisoners, there's no limit. You can eat as much as you want. You just can't take any to save. You have to eat it then or whatever. And then it continues on to each of the next levels. So obviously at a certain point, each level, there's no food left because they're prisoners. They're killers and everything else. They're just taking whatever because, they're on a better floor. And the difference is, the kicker is that every month they move you to a new floor randomly.
Okay.
Anyway, the whole reason we hadn't watched it yet, because it sounds very good, is that it is actually dubbed. So
Gotcha.
yeah, so it was filmed in Spanish, and they have an English dub and subtitles, of course. I will suggest if you watch the English dub to not turn on subtitles because the English does not match at all. It's not just like one word out of a sentence. Like there will be completely different sentences, and it's awful.
I would rather watch a sub then in that case, probably.
Yeah.
But I hate having to. It's not. I don't know. Like a lot of people didn't want to watch Parasite because it was in a different language. I don't want to have to read a movie because I have ADHD and I cannot fucking focus.
You don't notice
on
what's
it.
going on in the rest of the movie. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
spending your time reading the subtitles.
Like if I just have subtitles on a casual show, like I usually keep the subtitles on there just in case I don't understand exactly what they said. It's a lot easier, especially in movies where they get really quiet and then get loud. If you have the subtitles, you can just tell. But I try not to read them like all the time.
Right.
But if I had to like stick to those to try to keep up with the story, I don't know that I could. Like I think I would struggle.
Right.
But in general, I would rather it be a sub than a dub, so you get the actual like manuscript of it instead of the interpretation.
Right.
through
Right.
all that. But,
Yeah, I completely understand.
or just learn Spanish. That might be easier.
I don't think so, but
Maybe. gonna say?
have you seen that movie, A Parasite?
I haven't. No. I need to. It's on my watch list. I know I'm gonna love it, but like I said, I can't. I have a hard time focusing anyway.
No, I get it. I want to watch it really bad, but Sam's the same way. So I actually don't mind necessarily watching subbed movies or whatever. And I really want to watch it because it's supposed to be so good. But Sam is not super into it, but she's thinking about it. So like I'm on the in between. I can't go watch it by myself because she might want to, and we can't watch it together because she's still considering it. So
Sucks.
yeah.
I can watch any movie I want. As long as my dog wants to, I guess.
I mean, I'm sure he'd like all movies. Just can't watch one with too many dogs in it, or else it'll be annoying for you.
Yeah, we'll see. He's the closest thing I have to a wife, so that's all I can.
Plenty of work, I'm sure.
Yeah. I got a new puppy this week or last week for everybody at home.
That doesn't know.
Yeah, he was going to be on the podcast, but I kicked him out of my room.
I also kicked my dog out of my room. So
yeah,
that's what you got to do, man.
I think it's the first time he's been away from me for more than 5 minutes because kind of like people who got a dog at the beginning of quarantine and now they have separation anxiety because you were at home all the time. I got him and we've been snowed in ever since. So
right.
That's been fun. Potty training in the snow is a lot of fun, if you didn't know. Having to take a dog out down the stairs of an apartment out into the snow every 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sure that is not very nice at all, man.
We got him almost potty trained, though. He hasn't had any accidents today. So, has anybody noticed I've been switching between my bourbon glass and coffee?
I have, personally.
Just making sure. That was for effect. There's not even alcohol in this. This was just Diet Coke.
Jared said, bring all the doggos back. We want to see them.
Well, maybe.
Consider it. Our dogs are a lot.
That would be it.
Like, our dogs are too much to bring onto the podcast.
Mine is just 100 miles an hour or asleep. There's no in between. He's like 14 weeks old, so he's a little puppy. He's not a little puppy. He's like this fucking big, but he's grown 3 pounds this week. So it's getting fat.
So
probably because he gets a treat every time he potties outside.
Oh.
And he pees 42 times a day. So I'm sure it's just the treats that's making him gain weight. But
so I figured that we could do our what breed is he? What did you decide he was?
A Plott hound.
That's what he has searched up and found is Plott hounds. Because he wasn't sure. So, mine is, what?
I forget what it's called, but it's kind of like a German Shepherd, but it's not. Starts with an M?
Yeah, a Belgian Malinois. is what it's
Malinois,
called.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he also kind of, yeah, we don't really know, but that's what we're assuming. A mix, probably a mix between a German or a Belgian Malinois and a German Shepherd. Too many countries, man. This is happening. It's too much. If you put them over your eyes, you'll look like Daft Punk.
Yeah, but then I can't see.
Ah. So I brought up the Twitter trending, so we can do our Twitter trending segment because I don't know, I just felt like it. I feel like with all the things that are happening every year, constantly from now on, that there's always something to look at. Are you just waiting for me? 2020, 2021, it seems like it's going to continually have a shit ton of crazy ass news.
I get what you're saying. I thought you meant you checked it every year, and I was like, I mean, yeah, I would hope.
I just didn't say it correctly, but it kind of makes sense if you think about it. Can I curl up my mustache?
You should. I just trimmed mine today.
I trimmed mine just the other day, so I don't think I can. Yeah, this is prime. This is prime podcast right here, boys.
It's beautiful.
Prime podcast.
I feel bad for the audio people.
There you go.
Poor audio people.
Can't see our mustaches. Wow, what suckers, bro.
I barely even have one.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I just trimmed my whole beard today. So
the first thing is that Ted Cruz apparently during this crisis in Texas went to Cancun to vacation, and then just came back. But I mean, if you have the power to leave,
if that's the reason that you start disliking Ted Cruz, then grow the fuck up. You should have been hating him for a while.
There's a lot of reasons to hate Ted Cruz, and if it's because he went to Cancun when it's snowing, I mean, that's what all rich families do.
It's one of the least bad things.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bad look. It's like, oh, fuck my constituents. But also a lot of the constituents didn't even fucking vote for him. But they've, redistricted. So, like, his seat's safe. Texas is purple. Anyway, it's not a red state anymore. But he's going to hold power until he doesn't want to anymore. So, whatever. Fuck him. Let him go to Cancun while his people die. They're still going to vote for him if they did already because they love him and Daddy Don. So, fuck him.
Oh, these motherfuckers, bro. I think the next thing is, NASA actually landed their rover on Mars.
They did.
Okay.
And the rover's official Twitter account tweeted.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's most likely just some intern at NASA.
I see. I'm safe on Mars.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. They're looking for signs of life on Mars, or not signs of current life, but signs that there was life at one time, which a lot of people think there was life. They say that it's red because it's rust because there used to be actual oceans on Mars.
Well, didn't they find a giant ice way underneath, a lot of ice, or am I crazy?
I believe so. No, I believe they did. It's believed now that Mars used to have oceans, so the new rover's there to look for any signs.
Oh, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. Could all be fake if we're thinking about it enough, but if you believe the simulation.
Yeah, if you believe in Mars,
Oh, you fucking shoot, bro. You believe in Mars? Okay.
I believe in Mars.
We do have a question from. Yeah, I believe in Mars too. I believe in space. I love space. So, we have a question from the chat that is thoughts on Tim Boyd.
Who is? Oh, is that the governor of Texas?
Is that who it is? I don't know.
I would Google it, but I don't feel like typing.
I'll Google it. Why not?
I think it's the governor of Texas.
Tim Boyd. He's Mayor Tim Boyd resigns after. Okay, well, here's a story that we get to tell the podcast. So whatever.
All right. Maybe he was a mayor in Texas. All right. Let me hear.
Sorry,
it, buddy.
I was putting my face on. Texas mayor resigns after telling residents desperate for power and heat only the strong will survive.
Yeah, no, I read this.
Okay, what is it? Explain then. I don't want to read it. Paraphrase.
He put out a statement or whatever that was like, if you don't have water, you should have learned how to provide for your family. You don't have power, well, we should be survivors and, find a way to keep your family warm. It's not the socialist government's job to give you handouts and shit. And I was like, he literally had people in his town freezing to death, like dying because there's no power. They froze, like their bodies froze and they died from like freezing. Like the other day I walked outside and I found a bird that, well, I didn't, my dog did, found a frozen bird. Like that's like people. And he's like, oh, the Texas way, we'll find a way. That if you're, survival of the fittest, basically, or whatever. Even though I probably bet he doesn't believe in evolution, But yeah, no, told his constituents that we're not going to give you a handout of power. You should have thought about that. Essentially.
Oh my god. Yeah, this isn't the fucking Stone Age, bro. This is like
I'm glad he resigned, but it would have been better if he fucking froze to death.
Oh, but he was prepared. That's the thing. He was prepared.
I'm sure he was prepared in his fucking mansion that didn't get its power cut off.
That has its own fucking power grid plus 12 generators
that he
and
didn't
everything else.
Build. It had nothing to do with him.
Yeah. He had the money for it. That's
the thing. The privatized power, they selected which neighborhoods to shut off the power, and it's supposed to be like rolling blackouts, but rich people weren't affected.
No. Why would
they hit the poorest neighborhoods, and some of them lasted over 40 hours. Some are still going on. It's supposed to rotate. It didn't. No. Rich people did not lose power.
They'd rather people die than to rich people be slightly inconvenienced for
even for an hour,
slight amount of time.
Yeah. Thank God we don't have rich people around here, right? I mean, we don't have enough fucking people around here. No. Because they were talking about doing the rolling blackouts, and they did for like 8 minutes, and they're like, okay, we're good, because nobody fucking lives here.
But Wood Valley View.
Here's a straight from New York Times, just now popped up on my phone. Quote, anyone can or want to leave? Texts show how Ted Cruz's family quickly planned a Cancun getaway after losing power in the Texas storm. So they got his text messages. So
I mean, if you're rich, the difference between you and others is that others can afford hotels. And, well, actually, let me put 3 stages here. They're the people who can't afford shit and die. They're the people who can afford to go to a hotel and go to them. And then there are people that are very rich and can just say, we'll take a flight out to Cancun because we have a private jet that will fly us because other airports can't fly. Because my mother was stuck for days in Atlanta and other places because of the snow. But if you have a private jet, you can go.
And these are the same people saying that, no, they don't need $1,400 checks. That's too much money.
Yeah, we're giving them too much money, even though if you didn't see one of the articles that all the hotels in Texas were booked completely, and the only ones left were ones that had like $1,000 a night, and they wouldn't change the price.
That's good. I love unchecked capitalism.
Yep.
You know what else I love? I love mega churches that let homeless people freeze instead of opening their doors while they had power. But that's a whole different thing. While we're talking about text messages, I do have a little news peek for you real quick.
Hook me up.
So Trump's top advisor, Steve Bannon, I think it was CBS, maybe someone else, but some major news outlet acquired some text messages from him to some of Trump's other top aides, revealing that they were planning to attempt to remove Trump from office before all, the end of the term, due to their concern over his mental decline and his onset of dementia. This is his top people. His top people were trying to get him removed from office because they believed that he had early signs of dementia. But we're supposed to think that Joe Biden was the pedophile with dementia of the two. I mean, they're both probably pedophiles with dementia, but
who isn't at that age? I mean, Jesus Christ. If you're rich and in politics and above the age of 65, what are you?
I mean, what are you doing with your life if you're not, a demented pedophile that eats babies and sucks off Satan in your
Listen, guys, we don't have, this is for everybody to listen. We don't have good options, okay? I get that I would prefer Biden over Trump, okay? That's true. That's true.
That's like saying, hey, would you rather me cut off your toe or both of your legs?
Yeah. So those of you
I
who
prefer
saying
neither, but the
that,
toe's not gonna be as bad.
yeah, we're hearing all these people say that, oh, these Biden fans are, Biden's bad, blah blah blah. You guys love Biden.
Fuck
We
Biden.
fucking love Democrats, bitches. We like Democrats. We don't give a shit right now as long as it's
It's
not
not even
Trump. We like Democrats
not
and
even
not Trump.
Democrats
It's
anymore.
not
Fuck
Trump.
Democrats.
It's that guy. It's
Fuck
just not the guy. That's it. That's all.
fuck all of them. We only like far
Actually,
left socialists.
you've got a point. Actually, that is correct. Yeah, fuck Democrats. I'm talking socialism. Fuck all you guys. We're done. I
I've
mean,
actually started reading the Communist Manifesto
Bet.
because I need to be educated on it if I'm going to talk about it. But I'm not done yet, so I can't speak on it. But
I want a whole podcast, most of the podcast, where you just talk to me about the Communist Manifesto.
deal. I'm gonna go pee real quick, so hold it down for me.
Shit. That's always a lot to
just
handle.
pee. I'm just gonna pee. I'm not gonna shit.
Get the fuck out.
Not yet.
Get
Maybe
out.
later. I'll take you with me if you want. No, just kidding.
What do I look like, OBJ to you? That's old news, but oh, he turned off his. Okay, all right. Your mic's still on.
Yeah, I know. I have to record you.
Oh, you right. I understand. I got you. I feel you.
But I didn't want people to see my gigantic, sexy, firm ass.
Why
as
not? I thought you wanted
well,
views.
Yeah, but that's for a different. We gotta get the. Once we get our subscriptions to a certain level, I'll start doing that.
And you have to pay for a certain, like.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We'll start
I get
an
it.
OnlyFans.
And OnlyFans for podcasts. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Be right back.
Okay. So the next thing on the Twitter trending list. The first trailer for Mortal Kombat is out. Is there any nerds that like Mortal Kombat here? Because I'll probably watch that. I'll probably watch the trailer at least. Hopefully it's not as bad. If you guys don't know about the original Mortal Kombat movie, it was freaking trash. I want to say though it came out in like 1990s somewhere in there. So like understandable, but still terrible. Because I mean, the Ninja Turtle movie came out in 1990s, and then it was amazing. So, just do a good job. Let's see. Oh, you're not a nerd, Jared? Okay, all right. Well, I am. So, wait, is there any other good trendings going on? Not really. Politics is someone else. Trying to figure out someone else to play Legolas. Okay. We don't care about all of that. So, the first thing if you go to politics is Democrat leaders push back after Biden says he will not eliminate up to $50,000 of student debt. However, the picture of someone looks to be fake. So whatever. Reddit and Robinhood are testifying about GameStop stock rally, which is, bro, the fact that we are getting, if anyone doesn't know what's happening with that, I'm sure you do. Basically, Reddit users managed to start a coup to overtake the stock market and to overturn it and take the money from the rich and put it into the poor, which is essentially what Robinhood, the app, is based on, because it's made for new people to get into stock programs. And the crazy thing is that when the GameStop thing was happening and it was going up so high, Robinhood literally made it where you couldn't buy GameStop anymore. They got rid of it. You could only sell, so they could only lower the stock price. Was just Robinhood, and then I think 2 other places that shared stocks that were stock apps that stopped it completely for GameStop and a couple others that were rising so high, because they didn't want their investors to lose all their money and for them to lose their money. So they thought it was the best idea to to get rid of it where you couldn't buy it and only sell, which is just wrong, and the reason they're in court right now. But like other places like Ameritrade, which is what I use because it's a little more prestigious and hard to get into or whatever, just because it's nicer. That one, they didn't do it, They allowed me to buy GameStop if I wanted to. But Robinhood is pieces of trash. So,
Yeah, fuck Robinhood.
yeah. Robinhood, who, like I said a second ago, bases their name on taking money from the rich and putting it in the poor hands. And then when the poor start getting money, they literally stop them. They
They did.
Nuts, man. Absolutely nuts.
That's
all
why,
I was talking about.
Yeah, I pulled all my money. I still have money in Robinhood, because it was going to be easier to just move it to something else and just let it sit than
Yeah,
it
yeah,
would
yeah.
be wait the however many days to actually get your money out. So I just put all my money in Bitcoin. So, but it's jumped from 33 to
To 50?
52,000.
Yeah. Yeah, you. Yeah, good job.
I mean, I've made not, I don't have enough in there to make any real money, but
Oh, one of my stock prices, and everyone says this when it comes to stocks. Everyone's like, man, I wish I put more money into this. Oh, man, I didn't wish I put money into this. Whatever. Everyone says it. That's how stock markets work. But when I looked into solar companies and picked the one I wanted to invest in, I invested in the Solar Window Technology Company. It was $3 when I bought in. I spent $40 because it was just the extra money I had laying around. Spent $40 on it. It has went from $3 a share to $30 a share. It
so
has
you're
gained
rich.
10 times. I turned $40 into $400. I could have made so much money, and it was a random thing that I just threw money into, that I just had extra money, and I just did it because I was like, oh, I like their ideas. They're going to make good renewable energy, clean energy. That's what I want. I want to see that happen. Put the money into it. Oh my God, exploded. So I just wish I would put more money in it, man.
Yeah. Well, that one that I told you about, it was a marijuana company and it was like $1.19.
Right?
And then I was like, or it was like $1.50, and I was looking at it, and then it dropped down to $1.19. I was like, is it going to come back up though? I was like, nah, if it starts coming up, I'll put some into it. And the next time I checked it, it had jumped from $1.19 to like almost $2. It's like $1.90. I was like, okay, once it drops a little bit, I'll get into it if it's going to come back up. But it kept going up and it went to $2.30. And I was like, fuck, I really should have gotten into it. Then it dropped back down to $1.90. And I thought about getting in. I was like, no, because it might be dropping all the way back down. Shot from $1.90 to like 350. Today it's back down to $1.19. So it in like a week's time it doubled and then went back to where it was. So
Tends to
I
happen.
could have I could have turned 1,000 into 3,000 and then lost it all.
Bro, the stock
So
market's so hard.
just wild.
It's just so hard because it's impossible to know. Unless someone's actively putting out news about stuff, it is it's impossible because
And
it's
even
literally
then,
just
it's still a
random.
guess. Yeah. Even the people who know what they're doing, it's still a guess. They're right. If you're right 51% of the time,
You're
you're
making a
doing
profit.
okay. Yeah. And
Man,
so that's the people that are experts are probably right like 6 out of 10 times, and that's how they're making tens of thousands of dollars. But like you're gonna be wrong. You're gonna hit, you're gonna miss. That's like some people I was reading today think that Bitcoin is gonna hit 500,000 in the next 15 years, and so they're putting millions of dollars into it. I was
ah,
like, damn, that'd be really nice if it's gonna. They're saying it's gonna increase 10 times in the next 15 years. Like, oh, so you put in 1,000 today, in 15 years it's 10,000. It's like, oh, so if you put in 10,000 today, 100,000. But what if they're wrong? What
yeah,
if it
yeah.
goes from 52 back down to like 30?
Am I getting feedback from you?
Maybe.
Oh,
Are
it
you?
stopped. It just happened once. I said yeah, and I could hear it come back. You're good. I don't know.
Okay.
um,
How long have we been going? I feel like we're
48 minutes. Does it feel like a long time or a
yeah,
short time?
both.
Because yeah, I was about to say both to me too.
If you said an hour and a half or 24 minutes, I would have believed you either way.
Well, it's right in between that. So
I think it feels like a long time because we were doing it for two and a
for the
half
last
hours.
few hours trying to get it figured out, and we're doing it online, so it's just different.
I'm reading the comments now. Jared said, "Buy into it, Chase."
Yes, I didn't say that one because we were talking. So
Talking about Bitcoin.
I would assume Bitcoin, but also like, or maybe the marijuana stock.
Yeah, too late on that one.
Yeah,
I mean, I could do it now and see what happens, but I'm good for now. I don't have money,
same,
so
same. Especially after not working for a week, it's awesome.
we don't have the money to play the stock market.
No, because that's
Like
how you do it. You got to put in a lot of money.
if we had, like if somebody gave me $10,000 and said, "Hey, you can't spend it, you have to invest it," then I could make some money in the stock market. But like, if I'm having to go into my life savings just to get a little bit of a bump, like even if I put in everything I've ever saved and a stock went up 10 times, that's not even life changing money.
Nope.
You know, that's still, that's like really, really great money, like a year's salary for
That's
upper middle
yeah.
class people. But if you want to make like legitimate money,
You got to put
yeah,
in big time money, which they
people
always say
dropping
it
30,
takes money
forty
to make
thousand
money, and I mean
dollars.
it's literally true. Like it's so freaking true, man. It takes money to make money, and that's all there is to it.
I mean, if I had $10,000 to put into Bitcoin, I'd do it today. You know, if I had that kind of money to lose and it could turn into $1 million
If
or
yeah.
even 20,000, you know,
See,
like
if we hit the lottery, how much money do you invest in stocks? Because back in the day, I wouldn't have. But now, if I hit the lottery, I'm investing in stocks.
yeah, I mean, there are some that you're gonna make money basically no matter what, like Amazon, Facebook, Bitcoin, Tesla.
Yeah,
Uh,
Tesla's pretty volatile actually. It's weird.
yeah, it's really weird, but I
Um,
don't know, man. Depends on how much the lottery is, because I've always said if I won the lottery, I would buy, like, let's say after everything, I get to keep like $20 million.
right.
Let's say that that's the lottery. Then I would buy a $5 million house on $5 million worth of land and have half the money left over for whatever the fuck I ever needed. Probably not even a $5 million house, like a $1 million house, but I'd buy like $5 million worth of land.
What's wild is with $1 million, and we've talked about this before. I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but like, if you left over $10 million, you could, without a doubt, if you lived how you live now, or just even a little bit better, $10 million, $10 million would literally last you multiple lifetimes.
Oh, for sure. Like based on, let's say
You
my
gotta do the
life
math.
now, yeah, I'll like even 5 times what I make right now.
Yeah.
So I can live 5 times bigger than I do right now. We'll say like that. Um, and what are we saying? $10 million left over?
Yes, that's what you said.
I got $10 million left over. Say I'm making, yeah, I could making about, I mean, I'm not going to get into exact numbers here for people, but let's say I was trying to live 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times more than I do
Some
now.
amount.
I could live about 100 more years on $10 million. I
Yeah.
mean, let's say like neither one of us make 100,000 a year, or even close, or even us together, we're not close to 100,000. That's 100,000 a year for 100 years.
That's just ridiculous, dude. I
Like
mean, it's
you could live very comfortably, and you have your house paid off. You got your property taxes paid off. I mean, yeah, you got to pay into those and stuff, but like, let's factor that into the 10 million. Yeah, you're getting house, cars, land, all that. You spend half the money, the 10 million. You put it back for all the taxes and all that, and just have the 10 million left with basically no bills. $100,000, like, bro, easy.
unless you're just buying nonsense. If you're just living your life and even going on vacations and everything else,
That's
I
what
can
I'm
take a
saying.
vacation to Mexico, to Cancun for $2,000. That's nothing to ten
Yeah,
million dollars.
during a snowstorm, just. But yeah, you're taking 4, maybe 6 fancy vacations a year for 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
You're starting a business of whatever you want to do. And
Invest
hell,
a little bit of money, you get 1% back a year. Let's say that
I was supposed
you
to say
invest
you
a
got a
million
hundred.
dollars, you get 1% of that a year. Like that's even more
Well,
money.
you got 100,000 a year for 100 years. So yeah, put back 10,000 a year, leaves you with 90. Invest 10,000 a year. Clockwork.
Yeah,
Easy. Then
so
you
much
then,
money, dude.
then you have so much you won't even know what to do with it. I wouldn't know what to do with $100,000 a year,
See,
let alone 500 million or whatever some of these fuckers make.
when people get mad about wanting to tax more on the rich and all these other things, because most likely it's because they think that they can eventually get rich like that, whatever. So they want it to be fair. But the thing is, like, if you would sit that person down, and they're most of the time they're radical and they're losing their shit. So most likely, no, it's not going to work. But I feel like you could sit one of these people down and let them do the math. Give them one of these rich people's who's not getting taxed correctly, who's not getting enough fines and everything else, whose fines are meaningless to them, and show them this is what they make a year. Do the math on how much you can buy with this. In their mind would be so blown, they realize that they could live hundreds of lifetimes with the money that they make in a year. And then I feel like you should be like, oh, wow, yeah, you're right. We should tax more of the rich. We should give them reasonable fines, like with anything that's related to income base fine wise. I mean, anything like that. It needs to be more money, bro. Like, or lower ours. One of the two.
Like, people can't grasp how much $1 billion.
No, you really can't. You cannot.
So my math might be a little off here, but it's pretty close. 1 million seconds, like let's say you make $1 a second. You would make $1 million in like a little over a week if you make $1 a second. But to make $1 billion, it's about 32 to 36 years. So you're talking about a week to 32, maybe 36 years. I would do the math, but I don't even think my phone calculates it to a billion. So I think it stops at 100 million. Well, I guess I could just multiply it.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
But you get the...
I get the gist, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So people that have billions of dollars...
Absolutely ridiculous, bro.
Could fund small countries for years.
Easily. That's the one thing that blows my mind. People like Jeff Bezos, I know we always bring him up, but that's like, when you think of billionaires, you think of Jeff Bezos because he has a fucking stupid amount of money. But the point is, like, what he could do to the world, the things that he could do, the places he could change, is just insane. And you got to think one day, like, are you not just evil for not? Like, when you just have so much money? And he does make donations, I've seen. But, like, yeah. I don't know.
If you have that much money, you are evil. I mean, you just are.
Inherently. I mean, it just has to be. Because, again, he could take all these people, the people in Texas right now, with a snap of his fingers. He pays people enough, they will get down to Texas through the snow, the ice, whatever, and they will fix all the problems in a day if you had enough money. That's just how it works. Money can do anything.
And Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, they do have that kind of money.
Yeah.
Especially when you talk about all of them together. 7 or 8 people could, the Walton family, all of them, just a handful of people could completely revolutionize the entire world. But it wouldn't be of benefit to them because they would lose their power.
And the crazy thing is, they really, in a lot of cases, unless like you said, revolutionize the world, but to make a gigantic impact without doing the entire world and doing just the unthinkable, it would not even make an impact on their money. It wouldn't. It just wouldn't.
Oh, no.
You could take $1 billion from Jeff Bezos right now, and it's just like, make it back.
I forget what it was that I read, but basically, if without even reducing the number of billionaires in the world, but say you took all their money down to where they just had 1 billion, like this, I don't even remember what all it was, but I mean, end world hunger for hundreds of years, every single homeless person would have a home. Everyone would have food on the table.
Yeah, in reality.
And the billionaires would all still be billionaires. If someone had $1 billion, $0, you wouldn't take a single cent from them. You take everyone down to 1 billion, which is more than anyone should ever have.
It really is. I mean, there just should be a cap. And you would, even if I put myself in the same boat, and I know obviously I can't think exactly the same because I don't have $1 billion. But if I had $1 billion and they said you can't have any money, you have to donate the rest. Okay. Great.
Yeah,
great.
Okay.
What am I going to do? I could pay, with $1 billion, I could pay for generations of my family. They would never have to work again. And, that's great and all, but just go get a job. I'll give you the money. You can start a business. You can put it in the stock markets, whatever you need. $1 billion is too much. God. It is. It's not fair, man. It's just not fair. And I don't know.
I mean, if you had $1 billion, we were just talking about $100,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
If you had $1 billion, you could spend $1 million a year for 100 years. That's just the 1 billion. You have $1 million a year for 100 years.
It's just, bro. And then they're like, "Oh, but how can I buy my $1 million yacht?"
You can.
You still can. Oh no, you
Yeah.
have to put some money back and kind of pay on it. Oh no, oh no, you pay on it for a
Look at
couple of
buy
years.
a $5 million yacht, and you still have 95 years of $1 million a year to spend.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, sir.
That's why capitalism is
Oh, bro.
evil.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
because
just,
money doesn't actually exist.
but
That's
it's
the crazy
the
part.
literal most powerful thing on the planet.
Yeah, this this is all the money I have to my name, but this isn't real. It's just like cotton and linen. There's no intrinsic value to it, but we believe that there is. So,
But what would happen to the world if we did just try to overthrow it? You know, change things, revolutionize. What
I
would happen?
mean, we got to start by eating the rich. Literally, physically, it's not a metaphorical thing. You think they care if they have billions of dollars if they got eaten alive? I think it'd be fun.
I was gonna make a joke just the other day, or just a second ago. I was gonna say that the money can literally do anything besides bring people back to life, and it's only a matter of time.
Exactly. So yeah, hope all their money suits them well when they're dead. Hope they have fun with it. I was gonna say something worse, but I did say something pretty bad earlier. I won't say any names or anything, but I said, sometimes I wish that hell did exist for for some people, because it'd be nice to know that they're burning in hell, but I don't believe in hell, so
You know, the one thing that always blows my mind a little bit about hell, heaven, is that people think that, especially non-Catholics, specifically because Catholics believe in purgatory, so it's a little different. But like uh, these other denominations for Christianity with heaven and hell, they
Mhm.
believe in a hell and a heaven. You're telling me that there's a line that you can cross between having the best lifetime forever of an eternity to just all of a sudden you take one step back and you're in an eternity of fire, bro.
The best part is they think they're going to the good one.
And it's just like, bro. I mean, I feel like you got to be pretty freaking bad to go for
You
eternity
would
in a
think,
hell pit.
right? But it's
But
actually,
it's
if you believe
technically,
anything slightly differently than what they believe, then that's where you're going.
yeah, yeah,
If you're, I mean, they think that Gandhi's in hell and Ted Bundy's in heaven because Ted Bundy said a prayer. So, do
forgiveness,
you really want to hop on the same beliefs as those people?
bro. It just you see, I'm mind blown. It doesn't even. It's not.
I'm saying sometimes I wish it was real because some people do deserve it, but it's not. It's not. Even in Christianity, it wasn't a part of the original religion. It didn't come from Judaism. They didn't really believe in much of an afterlife. Hell didn't even really originate until like way, way later, like even after the start of the Catholic Church. Like I want to say it was like medieval times is when it really became a doctrine that they taught. But I'm not a biblical scholar, so I'm not going to get into all that.
Yeah, I
But
didn't go to school for this. I went to school for
yeah,
exercise science.
oh hey,
Shut up. I didn't get mine yet, bro.
you're not getting it at this point, but
I'm really not getting it at this point. You're right.
no, you're not.
Like,
You did not graduate.
I
I'm just gonna do this for every podcast we have from now on. We'll be right here.
and I can't call either because they closed. So
I'm gonna prop it up on my arm to where that's all you see.
We lost a viewer.
I'm shocked. How many people are even watching? Like 4?
No, we went from 2 to 3 to 2 to 1.
Oh, that was probably me because I had it on my phone and my phone blacked out.
Oh.
Did it go up one?
It'll probably take a second, but we'll see. I'll let you know. Is it just you watching now?
Maybe.
I mean, that's because we posted. We posted it so late, man. I mean, that's just what happens. I'm trying to look up the hill thing.
Anyway, I don't know what else you got. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, same. I don't know. We've made it an hour. This is kind of like, it's kind of a janky one because of the audio and the video and everything else. So,
Yeah.
like, we did one. We have content out,
That's all I was trying to get, man. Just content.
You just got to keep the content coming. You know what I mean? Just got to keep it coming out there.
Once we actually get like in person, we can do
a better
much
one.
better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I am also. I feel the same. But you know what it means then. You know what it's time for.
To bring the dogs in.
Oh, not yet. Just 1 second left.
Okay. You were gonna say impressions, weren't you?
No, I was gonna say non-impressions
Wait,
because you said you're not gonna do impressions anymore.
Good, because I didn't want to.
Thank you. So instead, it's fuck, marry, kill time.
Yes. You got a good one for me?
No, I gotta think of one. I was just saying it's time. Do you?
Mr. Peanut, Chester Cheetah, and Tony the Tiger.
Mr. Peanut, Chester Cheetah, Tony the Tiger. I was like, wait. This is gonna tell everyone if you're a furry or not, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Tony the Tiger?
Yeah.
That's the sexiest one, so.
Yeah, I mean, he's a hunk.
Oh, but he's gonna treat you right, though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you marry Tony the Tiger. You fuck Chester the Cheetah, and you just kill Mr. Peanut because that doesn't sound like fun.
I mean, just like Planters did last year, if you remember, they killed him and had Baby Nut.
That was for the Super Bowl, right? They did that on Super Bowl.
Yeah, and then the pandemic started.
Oh, because of the Baby Yoda. That's the reason they did that. Such bastards, bro.
Hey,
Baby Yoda.
Come on, Mando video.
So what's your decision on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same because I was stuck between marrying Mr. Peanut and Tony the Tiger, and stuck between fucking Chester the Cheetah and Tony the Tiger. But it makes the most sense. Tony's gonna love you. He's gonna take good care of you. And Chester's just wild, so it's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a lot.
Hey, that dude's crazy.
Okay, all right. Going off of your cereal mascots. Hold on. Well, food mascots. Toucan Sam.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Hello. Hi.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam.
What's up?
What do you guys think I should do my PowerPoint over?
Oh, so okay. Part of the podcast here. You ready? Sam is doing a girls' night where she is. Hello, my lovely wife. She's doing a girls' night. She has to make a PowerPoint and then get on a Zoom call and do her PowerPoint. It's supposed to be funny.
Here comes Gus.
Yeah, Gus is coming in. Come here. Put your head right here. Jared wanted to see you. Come here. Give me your
Hey,
head.
buddy.
Give me your head. Oh, God. This
Hey,
is Gus.
Hey, Gus.
So those people listen to the audio. You don't get to see my dog. Sorry.
Stinky.
Okay. So she needs a funny topic to make a PowerPoint over to go over with her friends to be hilarious.
It doesn't have to be hilarious.
It does.
Like, I thought about doing Dilatov Pass, but that's not funny.
I
It
don't
could
know
be
what that is.
aliens, though.
No idea. Head
hear
empty.
him.
No thoughts.
Oh, God. I just realized. She can't hear you.
Oh. Oh, well.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, Sam.
Hey.
I have no ideas for you.
Awesome.
Okay. So
I'm
what's...
no help. You can do it over this maraca egg.
This is disappointing.
We
This
don't-
is really disappointing. I'm gonna go.
Ancient aliens, Egypt.
Well, then I'm gonna
Flat Earth theory.
if I'm gonna do aliens, then I'm gonna do Dalatov Pass. Or it could be aliens or Yetis, though. We don't know.
Do Dalatov
Dude,
Pass. That one's fun.
Hey, no one can hear me. Which kind of cereals would pair the best with vodka instead of milk?
Oh, gross.
That's the point.
It's Raisin Bran is the only answer. It'd be one slide.
Yeah, well,
Jared said
That's
Flat
funny.
Earth theory.
it's funny.
How? What?
Jared said Flat Earth theory.
I don't give a shit about the flat Earth.
Sorry, my wife does not believe in Flat Earth theory, buddy.
Reincarnation?
Oh, we're talking about other stuff. This is from
Crows?
way up there.
I love crows.
Food over crows.
Dalatov Pass, then it is.
Okay. Come on, guys.
Love you.
Thanks for your time.
Toucan
Okay.
said
Toucan. Shit. Toucan Sam. Count Chocula.
okay.
And Lucky the Leprechaun.
So in this one, I have to take into account the beak, obviously. I feel like Lucky is gonna treat you right. I feel like he's a nice guy,
he
real classy guy.
yeah, he kind of seems like a pedophile, though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He might be, but I'm not a child, so
That's a good point.
I
You
don't
just
have to worry. And yeah, I'm probably gonna bang Count Chocula because you know he's gonna taste good.
Count Chocula, bro. Yeah, that's 100%. That's yeah. Count Chocula. Gotta fuck that guy.
I mean,
And-
Toucan Sam, if he wasn't a toucan, he would probably be the better option. But I'm just gonna kill him. Fuck it. You wouldn't even get in trouble for killing a bird. You can kill a bird.
There's no repercussions to what's happening.
Yeah, no worries.
And if you marry Lucky, then he's a leprechaun, so you look better because you like short people. I know that's an awful way to think about it, but I'm just saying
And-
positives.
And with the whole rainbow thing, he's gay, and I mean you're a guy marrying a guy anyway, so pro LGBT,
Perfect.
all that. It's a great publicity.
I'm pretty
Look.
sure he has magic. He can
Yeah?
probably make infinite amount of marshmallows and Lucky Charms.
They are
I would
good.
imagine.
Okay. So we have some hot chocolate that has Lucky Charm marshmallows in it, and I haven't tried it yet, but now I'm about to go do that as soon as we get off here. So I've been dieting, but that's worth cheating a little bit.
Right.
Before we sign off, I'm gonna try to get Rocco in here.
Okay. I showed Gus, so. Look at that ass, boy. Oh, you could hear me?
Oh yeah.
Oh, did he just? Okay, doesn't matter. While we're on the topic of my face, I am Asian, and because of COVID, anti-Asian hate crimes went up 1900%. So, yeah, don't hate Asian people. Didn't create the virus. It's not fair. Hey, look, it's Rocco.
Hey Rocco. Say hello, buddy.
He looked
was
away.
snapping.
He's shy. He's a
Hey, buddy.
shy boy. Rocco.
Shy guy.
Rocco.
Don't fall.
Taco Rocco. Rocco Taco.
Taco.
Cute yawn.
He just woke up from a nap because I woke him
Oh,
up to bring him in here.
he's so
Where's him?
cute.
This is my baby.
Oh,
My
God.
baby boy.
So, oh my God.
You're gonna be famous, Rocco. Give me a kiss.
He is. That's what's going to sell it. That's what's going to sell the
Give me a
podcast.
kiss. Give me a kiss, buddy. Mm.
Oh, little
He usually
Taco
licks my
Rocco.
nose, not my mouth, but this boy loves some meat.
Oh. All right. Well,
Too bad for all the people just listening.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. Audio, we're just making you want to see this dog so bad that you're gonna be just disappointed at the end of this podcast. You're welcome.
All right, well, I'm good if you are.
Yeah, I am solid, man. This one, we'll have a better one coming up. So
Yeah.
this one's
No.
just it's online because of the snow, and it's a little short because of technical difficulties. So anyway, I appreciate.
He's up now. He was like, he was falling back asleep in my lap.
Oh my god. All right. Well, Rocco needs a nap, and
Yeah.
he misses Chase. So we're gonna sign off. We appreciate everyone listening, whether you listen to the audio afterwards or the video afterwards, or if you join us in the live stream. Thank you, Jared. And Chase with his clown nose is peacing out. So
Peace out, everybody. We love you. Thanks for listening.
take it easy, guys.
Bye, Dylan.
See you, buddy.